Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Cinema Center. In honor of Dr. Seuss, I've decided to review one of his more beloved movies. No, not the live-action Cat in the Hat. I'm talking about the movie that actually retained some kid-friendly features and toned down greatly on the innuendo. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, you guys may be thinking, which version? The 1966 cartoon version or the 2009 real-life version starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch? Well, here's my answer. Both of them. That's right, I'm doing a comparison between the both of them. But before I ask everyone for their votes, I'll offer a review for my favorite version, the 2009 live-action one. As I said before, this movie stars Jim Carrey as the title character, the Grinch. He's first discovered by a group of kids climbing up the infamous Mount Crumpet. Then he decides to go down into the town of Whoville to wreak some havoc. And that's where we meet little Cindy Lou Who, who's played by a young Taylor Momsen. A little while later, we get a glimpse into the backstory of the Grinch and how he came to hating Christmas, which is something that the 1966 version does not do. We find out that he was bullied and ostracized just because he was not like the others.
I want you all to look your best tomorrow.
You don't have a chance with her. You're 8 years old and you have a beard.
Eventually, we get to the part where he actually starts to prepare to steal all of the Who's toys and Christmas items, where we see a common element between both the films, the Grinch's sinister grin. Now I took a poll for some of the members of the class. Let's see which version they think is better.
Definitely the animated version. The live action one's kind of creepy, actually. As much as
The 2009 live action version I like better.
I prefer the 1966 version because it did follow the book. I don't really like it when movies don't follow their books. And a lot of stuff about the 2009 one, everything got creepier. Cindy Lou Who was supposed to be like 3 years old. A toddler was somehow a 5-year-old girl in like kindergarten. It just didn't work.
I prefer the 1966 or whatever year animated version because then we don't get Jim Carrey's creepy live action thing, whatever that monstrosity was.
Say the 2009 version. I mean, because he had his plan well planned out and he was about to actually stole Christmas as you've seen in the what you call that?
The real life version?
Yeah.
Although the 2009 version is kind of impressive, kind of has that Hunger Games kind of craziness going on with all the crazy clothing, but it's kind of creepy, so I like the 1966 version. I don't know, just the thought of a grown man in that furry suit, and it's just, I feel like as a child I would be scared watching that. I think I was scared watching that. I prefer the cartoon version. So from what I've gathered, it seems the animated version is better than the real-life version. It's more straightforward than the real-life version, and I know that some people like when something is straightforward. Personally, I prefer the real-life version to the animated version because of the choice of casting. I just can't see anyone else besides Jim Carrey playing as the Grinch. Well, that wraps it for Cinema Center. Tune in next week for another episode. Until then, I will see you all later.